Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel Soil IQ. I am Dr. Bhavani Prasad Mondal, working as an assistant professor cum junior scientist in the Department of Soil Science, Bihar Agriculture University, Sabor, Bhagalpur. So in this video, we are going to discuss about the questions. Basically, these are the memory-based questions came in the ICAR JRF examination in 2026 on the subject soil science. Basically, this is physical science, but I will discuss about the soil science questions, whatever came. And before starting this lecture, I am telling that these questions are solely memory based question. So the question may change a little bit, or the option may slightly differ from the original questions. Okay, I am making this video for the benefit of the students. Okay, so let's start one by one discussion of the question. First question, what is the persistence of 2,4-D in soil? This is one herbicide, and basically this is a general agriculture question not related to soil science, but the answer is 14 to 30 days this persists in the soil. Second question, ICR foundation day, again it is general agriculture question. So foundation day of ICR, Indian Council of Agriculture Research, is 16th July. This is very important. Then third one, this is the soil science questions. A soil core that has a dry soil weight 87.8 gram, cylindrical volume 75.6 gram, calculate the bulk density. Now we need to know what is the formula of bulk density. Bulk density is equal to mass of oven dried soil divided by total volume of the soil, including the pore space. So if we see, this is the answer, 1.16 gram per cc. How to calculate? You see mass by volume, oven dry weight of the soil, that is 87.8, that is dry mass, divided by total volume 75.6. If we divide that, do not take this fraction for the calculation purpose. I am saying 87.8, take it 88, and 75.6, it take it as a 76. So if you because both are divided by 4, so 88 divided by 4, it will be divided by 4. 76, that will also be divided by 4. So the bulk density will come 1.16 gram per cc. This is the number 4 question. The study of soil as a natural body and its formation, classification, morphology is known as the, you all know, that is pedology. Then match the flowing. These are again this is physiology related question that come. This amylase, pepsin, these are the names of the enzyme, and in right hand side these are the substrate. Okay, so amylase, I, for your understanding, I have kept it side by side. Amylase related to the starch, pepsin enzyme related to protein, lipase related to the fat, and invertase is related to the sucrose. So the option is A. Okay, the original option may or differ from this. For discussion purpose, I have kept it side by side. Then coming to the sixth question, which of the following clay mineral belong to the kaolinite group? Okay, in kaolinite, this is 1:1 type of clay mineral. So among these 4 options, halosite coming to this group. Okay, so answer is B. Okay, in 1:1 type kaolinite, then halosite, nectrite, dikite, these all are coming under 1:1 type clay mineral. Then number 7, clay particles are generally classified as, okay, clay particles are generally classified as secondary clay mineral. Okay, then match of the flowing argillic horizon. These all are the example of the endopedons. These are denoted as horizon: argillic, spodic, sulfuric, and oxic. Again, for the ease of discussion, I have kept the answer or characteristics side by side. Argillic horizon means there is the eluviation of clay, means alluvial accumulation of silicate clay in the subsurface horizon. That is the characteristics of argillic horizon. Okay, this is very important. Spodic horizon, spodic means this is related to somehow organic related things. You see accumulation of aluminium and iron along with the organic matter. This is related to spodic. Sulfuric horizon, from the name itself you are understanding that sulfuric acid, so acidity will be there, and there will be presence of motels of xeroside and very low pH. Sulfuric means it has low pH acid. And oxic horizon, this is the highly weathered condition, always denoted as the oxic. Okay, highly weathered horizon rich with iron and aluminium oxide. This is oxic horizon. Okay, so the answer is A1, B2, C3, and D4. Then again, match of the flowing. These are the dominant what is called the erosion process, like saltation, surface creep. Again, I am giving side by side. Saltation, that is the bouncing movement. Bouncing means soil particles are moved one place to another place through the bouncing along the soil surface. That is called saltation. Surface creep, also rolling or sliding of the particles, coarser particle, which are the larger particle. Suspension, which are very finer particle that will be carried out by the air from one place to the another place. Then seat erosion, that is seat erosion means the uniform removal of the soil layer by the action of the water, that is seat erosion. Okay. Then coming to the ODR, that I already discussed before exam. I have told this will come, that optimum ODR rate, oxygen diffusion rate, that is measured by the platinum electrode technique. So the optimal, or you can say this is the critical value. It will be best saying that it is critical value, that is 20 into 10 to the power minus 8 gram per centimeter square per minute. This is the most crucial one. Then coming to assertion reasoning, this is the now recent trend of the JRF and SRF examination. Assertion that zinc deficiency of rice caused the Khaira disease, characterized by whitish and chlorotic leaves. From itself, we are understanding the assertion is correct. Okay, because zinc deficiency caused the Khaira disease. Okay, reason is zinc deficiency causes the damage to the sclerenchyma tissue, leading to the characteristic symptom of Khaira disease. This is also true. Basically, this is a little bit critical. When zinc deficiency occurs, then it damages the sclerenchyma tissue of the rice. That's why this Khaira disease or Hadda disease, this disease appears. So both assertion and reason are true. R is the correct explanation of the A. So answer is A. Okay. So again, I am telling the original question option may differ, but I am discussing only the question. So this is the actual answer. Then you see, this is the explanation already I told. And coming to this white part of maize, again it is the deficiency of zinc. Before exam I told, please revise all the nutrient deficiency symptom that may come. Then the first enzyme isolated in pure crystalline form, the enzyme is urease. Then coming to a tensiometer is effective for measuring soil water suction in the range of, I also told in my previous lecture, 0 to 0.8 bar, means 0 to 80 kilopascal. Number 15, the root interception theory was proposed by Barber. Okay. Again, it is important carrier hypothesis given by Epstein that I have not mentioned here. Arrange the following soil order. You see, this is when which soil order has the dominant, or which type of soil has the larger area. Okay. See, alluvial soil has the larger area in India, then red soil, then black soil, desert soil, and laterite soil. In my earlier lecture, I have explained the dominance of different types of soil in India. Then the equivalent weight of potassium dichromate. This is very important. You see how you will calculate the equivalent weight. Equivalent weight means you need to first calculate the molecular weight and divide it by the this valency. Okay. So most of the people, what they do, K2CR2, they calculate the molecular weight correctly, but what need to divide or what will be the valency, they cannot calculate it. Okay, they mostly they divide by 2, but K2CR2 molecular weight should be divided by 6. How? You see, then the answer will be 49. K2CR2, potassium 39, 39 into 2 78, chromium is 52, 52 into 2 104, oxygen 16, 16 into 7, that is 1112, coming to 294. This is the molecular weight. In acidic medium, it accepts, mean K2CR2 accepts 6 electron. So the valency will be 6, and it should be divided 294 divided by 6. It will be coming 49. Okay, so the equivalent weight is 49. Similarly, for KMNO4 also we can do like this, but we need to divide with most probably 5. Then coming to the 18, Calgon solution used as a dispersing agent during mechanical solution. We all know this is the actually sodium hexametaphosphate. The trade name is Calgon. Then the region outside the protoplast, including cell wall and intercellular space, that is the apoplast. Then which lime material has maximum CCE? This is again important. You see calcium carbonate, that has the 100 calcium carbonate equivalent. Okay, so or neutralizing value. Here the maximum is CO, calcium oxide. I am given the table. You see calcium carbonate has the 100% CCE. Okay, CCE means calcium carbonate equivalent. To neutralize the acidity, how much amount of calcium carbonate is required or liming material is required, that is the calcium carbonate equivalent. 100% means 100 kg calcium carbonate is required. COH value is 135, CaO is 179. Okay, so this slide, this table, please remember, basic slag is less than 100. Okay, so highest is the calcium oxide. Then among the flowing, which phosphorus mineral is found in acidic soil? Stringite is found in the acidic soil. Okay, what is the explanation? Stringite formula is FeCO4.2H2O. So this is iron bearing mineral mostly found in the acidic soil. Then which of the following is not an empirical method for estimating over evapotranspiration? See, most of the student will write the Penman because this is the most commonly used method, Penman Montage method. But these are not, these are empirical method. Okay, so only which is not empirical, that is the Bowen ratio method. This is also one important method. The Bowen ratio method is physically based energy balance method. Others, so others are empirical or semi-empirical model. Which is not, that is the Bowen ratio method. The recommended seed rate for cotton, again it is for general agriculture. So I request all the students who are going to appear in next year also, please read the any general agriculture book carefully for this. Seed rate of cotton is 10 kg per hectare. Okay. Then assertion reasoning, assertion chloroplast is the photosynthetic plastid. Yes, correct. Chromoplast or color plastid, that is also correct. Containing carotenoid pigments, correct. So both A and R is the true, but R is not the correct explanation of, because there is no relation between these two. Chloroplast different, chromoplast different. Okay. So both A and R are true, but R is not correct explanation of A. Then which agricultural activity contributes the highest emission of greenhouse gases? Obvious, most of the students will write rice cultivation. No, that is wrong answer. The most contribution of greenhouse gases coming from enteric fermentation. Then what is enteric fermentation? This is actually when the livestock animal, they take the feed in their intestine, that will digested and produce huge amount of methane, and that coming to the outside. Okay, so that is the major highest emission of greenhouse gases. Okay, so the answer is enteric fermentation. Then 26, this is important also. In the land capability classification system, Roman 1 to 8 represent, this is obviously the capability class, then it will come capability subclass and capability unit. So this is denoted the capability class. 8 classes are there. Colors are again important, I am not repeating here, but every class has different colors. Okay, so you need to remember all these colors. What is the approximate percentage of calcium in pure limestone? I'll show the calculation. Here it is 40%. See, the atomic weight of calcium is 40. CaCO3 if you calculate, so it will come atomic weight of calcium is 40. So your very close option is 39.7. Okay, so the answer is 39%. C is the answer. Which of the following is not a protozoan? This question came from the book of the Brady. Okay, so there is amoeba, mastigophora, sarcodina, ciliata. These all are the protozoan groups. But Giliata or some other option are there, that is not to the protozoan group. Okay, see, mastigophora flagellates, sarcodina, that is amoeboids. Okay, ciliata coming ciliates, sporozoa, that is epicomplexa. So these all are the protozoan groups. Only Ciliata is not. Then coming to which of the following is not an epipedon? Okay, so that ocric is a ocric, MOU, molic, ocric, and umbric. These are the epipedon. Plagen is also epipedon, but spodic is a horizon. Okay, so spodic is an endopedon. Okay, it is not an epipedon. So answer is spodic. The match of the following soil survey scale 1:5. You see what is the thing? Larger the scale map, that is covered the small area, more detail. Small scale map means larger areas, less detail. You see, ground area covered 1 to 5. Map scale is 1:4,000 to 10,000. This is large scale. 10 to 15 meter, that ground covered. Map scale is 1:25,000. That is large to medium scale. Then coming that 1:50,000 scale is used for the area, that is 200 meter to 1 kilometer. That is medium scale. And for 1:5 million map scale, we are seeing this is large, but this is actually the small scale. Okay, so remember, in this way, large scale map means smaller area or small detail. You see, the 1:5 meter means very detailed study you required. So the scale is 1:4,000. Number is less, but it is large scale. Okay, so where detailed information can be studied. Okay, so answer is again side by side. Then according to the fertilizer FCO, please read all these fertilizer control order. What triple superphosphate should contain, or you can say DAP should contain. Probably this will be the answer. 46% total P2O5 and 40 for DAP it should be 42.5%. For TSP I think 43.5% total water soluble P2O5. Then you see, if the cation exchange capacity of a soil is 45 centimole per kg, expressed in milli equivalent. Okay, I have already told 1 centimole proton per kg is equal to 1 milli equivalent per 100 gram. So simply 45 centimole kg means 45 milli equivalent per 100 gram. What is the question? That is the answer. Okay. Then in spectrophotometric analysis of phosphorus, the relationship between absorbance and transmitted. Okay, so this is coming from Beer-Lambert law. The answer will be A is equal to minus log 10 to T. T is the transmitted, A is the absorbance. Okay. Then coming to which of the flowing nutrient ion is immobile. That is, you see nitrate. Most of the anions are mobile in soil because clay colloid is negatively charged, anions are negatively charged. Only exception is the anion. Okay, phosphate anion. Okay, so answer is the phosphate because it is strongly absorbed by the iron aluminum oxide in the acidic soil and also in case of alkaline soil, that is calcium and magnesium. Then coming to 35, Chilean saltpeter. This is important, that is sodium nitrate is called Chile saltpeter. Then the Empirical Council of Agricultural Research, now ICAR Indian Council of Agricultural Research, was established in 16 July 1929. This is which of the following is not a requirement for a successful volumetric titanometric analysis. You saw this is very important. You see the reactions would proceed through several side reactions. This is not okay. Which of the following is not the requirement? Rest other requirement. You see the reactions would be rapid. Reactions would be stoichiometry. What is stoichiometry? Means you need to calculate the amount of reactants and product involved in a balanced chemical reaction. That is called stoichiometry. Okay, so this would be there. A suitable indicator must be there when you are determining that is called organic carbon or nitrogen. There should be some definite indicator to indicate the sharp endpoint. Okay, like organic carbon, DPA, diphenylamine, mix indicator for your nitrogen, like that. Okay, so these are the criteria. In explanation I have mentioned also. Then coming to which of the following the hyperspectral emotions. You see Landsat is the multispectral satellite, means it has 3 to 10 bands. Spot is also launched by France. Landsat launched by USA. Spot launched by France. That is also a multispectral remote sensing. IRS Indian remote sensing satellite, that is also multispectral, means it has only 3 to 4 bands or 5 bands, maximum 10 bands, 11 bands. AVIRIS, that is the airborne visible infrared imaging spectrometer, that is hyperspectral imaging sensor, that is designed by NASA, and it has more than 100 bands. Okay, so this is hyperspectral satellite. Then coming to which of the first phosphatic fertilizer produced commercially, you all know that is SSP, single superphosphate. Then which temperature sensor is most commonly used? Automatic soil temperature. Only thermistor is used for automated soil temperature measurement. Okay. Then assertion is sodic soil is known as black alkali. So this is again very important. The high pH and sodium carbonate in sodic soil dissolve organic matter, given the soil black color. Yes, the reason is also appropriate because due to high pH and sodium carbonate, that organic matter get dissolved, and when organic matter dissolve, this impart the black color to the sodic soil. Okay, so both A and R are true, and R is the correct explanation of A. Then coming to 42, the optimum operating pressure for drip. Yes, drip irrigation, sprinkler irrigation, these are known as the pressurized irrigation system. So, and their emitters mostly work for especially drip. Their emitters work in between 100 to 150 kilopascal. So most appropriate answer is 140 kilopascal here. That is equivalent to 1.4 kg per centimeter square. Okay. Then coming to the pH of 0.1 normal HCl solution. See, 0.1 normal HCl solution, that pH is 1. How? You see. This pH 0.1 normal HCl means hydrogen ion concentration is same, because this is 0.1 normal H plus ion. So H plus ion concentration is 0.1. 0.1 means 10 to the power minus 1. 10 to the power 1 minus, if you take the negative logarithm of hydrogen ion in both sides, negative log of H plus is equal to negative log of 10 to the power minus 1. So negative minus 1 will be coming to the side, negative log and negative minus 1, that will multiply, that will give positive, and it will give positive log 10, which is 1, and minus log of H plus mean pH. So pH is equal to 1. Okay. Then 44, which institute developed the basmati rice hybrid PRH10? This is ICAR JRF, New Delhi. Okay, this is the world first superfine grain aromatic rice hybrid developed by ICAR, Indian Council of Agricultural Research, New Delhi. Then which of the following mineral is most susceptible to weathering? You see this weathering series, most susceptible to weathering is olivine. Okay, sequence is olivine is most susceptible, then pyroxene, then amphibole, biotite, feldspar, muscovite, and ultimately most resistant is quartz. Which reagent is commonly used to remove organic matter? Obviously, this is 30% H2O2. In some book, it is written 6% H2O2. Both are correct, but most appropriate answer is 30% H2O2. Which of the following element commonly exist in multiple oxidation state? Means high valence. If you see calcium Ca2 plus, only one K plus, Mg2 plus, but iron can exist in two valence state, Fe2 plus, that is ferrous, and Fe3 plus ferric. So answer is iron. Then which of the following is not a sedimentary rock? Limestone, that is sedimentary rock, sandstone, sedimentary rock, shale is also sedimentary rock, but schist is the metamorphic rock. Okay. Which of the following microorganism is common in denitrifying bacterium? You see, is common Bacillus, Pseudomonas. Those are the denitrifying Thiobacillus, Pseudomonas. But Rhizobium, Nitrobacter, Nitrospora, these are not that much. These are nitrifying or nitrogen fixation bacteria. Okay. So this one. Then SAR. SAR means sodium adsorption ratio. 51 PUSA RH10. This is developed by ICAR JRF, New Delhi. Then coming to 52, the pH scale was introduced by Sorensen in 1909. Okay. Which of the following microorganism is cellulitic? That is the, you see, Cellulomonas. I have given the other example also, cellulitic microorganisms, Cellulomonas, Trichoderma, Chitomium, Aspergillus, Bacillus. These all are the cellulitic microorganisms found in soil. Then which of the following microorganism is lignolytic, means lignin degrading? That is the lignin is the most resistant one, and that can be decomposed by the fungi, and especially the white rot fungi. Okay. So these are because they can produce lignin peroxidase, manganese peroxidase, laccase. The pH of the well decomposed farm or manure, when it becomes well decomposed, it try to attain neutral pH 6.5 to 7.5. Then which analytical method is based on the gravimetric principle? You see, in gravimetric analysis, we try to take the analyte by weighing. So the method is the pipette method of mechanical analysis of soil texture, where we measure the proportion of sand, silt, and clay by drying and then oven drying and then weighting of different fractions of the soil separates. So then black clay and Walkley and Black method is used for estimation of what? That is organic carbon. It is given by Walkley and Black in 1934. Calgon, that is consists of mainly the sodium hexametaphosphate, already I discussed. Which of the following requirement for a successful volumetric analysis? This also discussed, the reaction should be rapid, should have known stoichiometry, and suitable indicators should be there. Okay, so all of the above. Which of the following crops is most tolerant to chloride? This answer is cotton. Cotton can grow in salt affected soil, because in salt affected soil there are chloride and sulfate and all are there. So most tolerant to chloride is cotton crop. Okay. Then multispectral remote sensing, already I told, in multispectral remote sensing there will be 3 to 10 bands, and hyperspectral remote sensing there will be more than 100 bands. Okay. Then clay minerals are primarily composed of, these are mainly composed of hydrated aluminosilicates. They mainly composed of silicon, oxygen, aluminium. Okay, that's why, and we along with water. So clay minerals are composed of hydrated aluminosilicates. Which factor has the greatest influence on the raindrop erosion, splash erosion? Obviously, the size of the raindrop and the intensity of the rain. Then 64, black scattering coefficient. That is very important parameter of the microwave remote sensing, that is denoted as sigma naught. Okay, sometimes is represented gamma also, but most appropriate is sigma naught. Which weathering sequence correctly? Goldic weathering series. It is also known as Goldic stability series. Okay, already I told olivine, that is least resistant, and quartz is highly resistant. The law of mass action given by Goldberg and Wedge. What is law of mass action? That states the rate of a chemical reaction is proportional to the product of the active masses, means concentration of the reactant. This is the law of mass action given by Goldberg and Wedge. The electrical double layer theory, it was first proposed by Helmholtz. Then the concept of given by modified by Gouy-Chapman, that is known as Gouy-Chapman layer. Then later modified by Stern, that is known as Stern triple layer. So these all, but first proposed by Helmholtz. Which indicator is commonly used for Geldal method of nitrogen estimation? Obviously mixed indicator. It consists bromocresol green and methyl red. Which fertilizer contain highest percentage of nitrogen? The answer is here, urea. See, I have given the table. Urea 46% nitrogen, ammonium nitrate 34 to 35% nitrogen. Calcium ammonium nitrate has 25. This is also important for exam. Calcium ammonium nitrate that contain 25 to 26% nitrogen. MAP monoammonium phosphate contain 11 to 12% nitrogen. So please remember this table also. Then the normalized difference water index. See, there is formula. First one, NIR minus rate divided by NIR plus rate. This is the formula of NDVI, normalized difference vegetation index. But for NDWI, NIR, the formula is green minus NIR by green plus NIR. This is given by McPhee, it is 1996. Which organic manure originally contains the highest nitrogen content? See, poultry manure contain highest nitrogen. Poultry manure have 2.5 to 4% nitrogen. Sheep or goat manure has 2 to 3% nitrogen. Horse manure has 0.6 to 0.8% nitrogen. Cow dung 0.5 to 1%. So highest is poultry manure. Then boron is absorbed by boric acid by the plant. The endosperm color of the weedy rice is the red. Okay, weedy rice generally contain the red pericarp or endosperm that appears as red. Then the land capability classification I told, subclasses as denoted as the problem. Okay, that's why drainage is problem, high water table, that is also problem, erosion hazard. So subclasses are denoted as the in terms of problem. Okay, E is the erosion, W is the small w is the wetness, S is the soil limitation, C is the climatic limitation. Subclasses are denoted by the kind of limitation plus degree of limitation. Subclasses are indicated the kind of limitation. Then the half-life of cesium, very, very important, is approximately 30 years. Half-life of cesium 137, half-life is 30 years. Then the half-life of 32P, that is 14.3 days, half-life of 32P. The most critical irrigation stage for sugarcane is the grand growth stage. This is from general agriculture agronomy question. Then in northern India, optimum population of 3 budded sugarcane sets planted during the autumn season is approximately 45,000 per hectare. The approximate weight of 15 centimeters soil layer. You know this, we know that weight of 1 hectare farrow slice is 2 into 10 to the power 6 kg per hectare. If you converted it into tons, so it will be coming to 2000 tons. Okay, so please remember, I have also given the calculation. 1 hectare is equal to 10,000 meter square. 15 centimeter depth means how much is the volume, bulk density, mass is equal to volume into density. But we all know that 1 hectare farrow slice weight is 2 into 10 to the power 6 kg. So if you convert it to ton, it will come obviously to the 2000 tons. The solid phase of soil mainly consists of, there are two space, void space and solid space. Void space composed of both mineral matter, that is 45%, and organic matter, that is 5%. According to Stokes' law, the settling velocity of soil particle is directly proportional to the square of the radius of the particle. You see, V is equal to 2/9 gr square. rho s minus rho w. So it is directly proportional to the square of its particle, square of the particle radius. Then assertion direct sieving is used to estimate the size distribution of soil aggregate. Direct dry sieving is used to assess the susceptibility of soil to wind erosion. Both A and are true, but R is not correct explanation of AES. Because dry sieving is commonly used to determine the aggregate size distribution. Yes, and dry aggregate size distribution are useful indicator to measure the susceptibility of the soil to wind erosion. Then 83, the cation exchange capacity of clay mineral is much higher than the sandy soil. Yes, correct. Cation exchange occurs mainly on the negative charge surface of the clay. Both A and R are the true, and R is the correct explanation of the A, because mostly cation exchange capacity is highest in clay soil as compared to the sand or silt. The formula of SAR is the Na plus divided by root over of Ca2 plus Mg2 plus by 2. The headquarter of National Remote Sensing Center is Hyderabad. Assertion, the decomposition of paddy straw in soil is relatively slow. Paddy straw has high carbon to nitrogen ratio and is okay. Both A and R are true. Yes, and R is the correct explanation of A, because paddy straw has high CN ratio. That's why it decomposes slowly in the soil. Okay, explanation also given. High CN ratio means 60 to 80 is to 1. Microorganisms require more of nitrogen to further decomposition. So the residues of the rice decomposes slowly. 87. Which micronutrients are most commonly targeted for biofortification? Yes, we are targeting for biofortification micronutrients like iron and zinc. Red soils are generally red due to the presence of iron oxide. Yes, this is correct. Reason, oxidation of iron compound forms ferric compound which impart the characteristic of red color. This is also correct. So both A and R are true, and R is the correct explanation of A. Then according to Jenny, the 5 factors of soil formation are chlorophyll, Cl, climate, O means organism, R for relief, P for parent material, T for time. Okay, the answer is A. Match the following: durum wheat, triticum durum. This is the Marconi wheat used for pasta. Bread wheat, common, that is Triticum aestivum, common wheat used for chapati and bread. Club wheat, that is Triticum compactum, the soft wheat used for biscuit, cake, pastry. And MR wheat, that is Triticum dicoccum, khapali wheat. Okay, so I have given line by line. Then the most abundant element in the earth crust. Okay, oxygen is the most abundant element, but oxygen is not the option. So O, oxygen, then silicon. So silicon is the most appropriate answer. The universal soil loss equation, you also need to remember the year given by Wismar and Smith. There are two options. Appropriate answer is Wismar. The universal soil loss equation given by Wismar and Smith in 1965. Match the flowing rocks with corresponding parent rock. Marble, that is coming from, marble is a metamorphic rock. It's produced from sedimentary rock, limestone. Slate is again metamorphic rock coming from shale. I already told in my earlier video before the exam, I gave suggestion, please read this from where to where the from which rock, particularly from igneous or sedimentary rock to changes to the metamorphic rock. This conversion please read, and that came here as a matching. Gneiss, that converted to gneiss from the igneous rock, granite. Gneiss is a metamorphic rock. Schist is a metamorphic rock, that is from the mica rich metamorphic rock. Okay, this is coming from the shell of the sedimentary rock. Okay, so 94, mulching reduces the soil temperature fluctuation. Very correct. Water has a low heat capacity. Okay, A true, but R is the false. Volatilization loss of nitrogen is maximum in aerated alkaline soil, because for volatilizations it needs oxygens. Okay, so in aerated alkaline condition, volatilization will be obviously more for nitrogen. Okay, soil pH is high, more than 7.5, that also required. Its alkaline condition is required for volatilization. If it is aerated, then oxygen will also supplied. Then match the flowing enzyme. Amylase, that is substrate is starch. Pepsin, that is the protein. Then maltase, from maltose substrate, it works on substrate maltose. Lipase works with fat. Okay, then which of the following category is smallest unit in the land capability classification? Their first category, highest category is capability class. then capability subclass, then capability unit. So the lowest category is the capability unit. Okay, lowest capability is capability unit. Then arrange the flowing minerals according to the weatherability. I already told. So most resistant is the quartz. So here degree of decreasing weatherability. Okay, decreasing means which have the least degree of weathering. Means olivine is least resistant to weathering. Quartz is most resistant to weathering. Volatilization loss of nitrogen is maximum in, already I told, that is the aerated alkaline soil. Then match the flowing that ISSB Indian Society of Soil Science situated at, we all know that is in Indian Society of Soil Science, headquarters is in New Delhi. ICR CICR Central Institute of Cotton Research, that is in Nagpur, Maharashtra. ICR JRF Central Research Institute for Jute and Allied Fiber, that is situated in Barakpur, West Bengal. ICR ISS Indian Institute of Soil Science, that is Bhopal, Madhya Pradesh. Okay. The study of soil in relation to higher plant growth is known as edapology. Okay, when we study the soil in relation to the higher plant growth, that is known as the edapology. Okay, so thank you all dear participants. This is the discussion I have remembered with the help of my students. I have remembered only 101 questions. There may be 120 questions, and again I am repeating, there may be some deviation in the options and in questions because these are solely memory based questions. And I hope and wish you all the best for the good result in the ICAR JRF examinations. So stay tuned. We are continually upload videos here. Okay, so stay tuned in my video. Please like this video and subscribe my channel and share with your friends. Thank you. Bye bye.